Surely there are times when you feel like life is at a standstill, right? The long days filled with anxiety, worrying about the future, work, relationships, or health, making you feel like you have no control over anything. You feel like you can't do anything but worry and think about all the things that haven't happened yet, don't you? But there's a truth that few people realize. Worrying never helps you solve the problem. Imagine standing at a crossroads in life where the future is unclear and you don't know which path to choose. You feel lost, confused, and afraid of the unknown. But do you know that uncertainty is actually an opportunity? If you can change how you view uncertainty and learn to embrace it, you will see that everything in life becomes much lighter and easier. In this video, I will help you stop worrying, regain control of your life, and start accepting uncertainty as an inevitable part of life. When you learn how to face the unpredictable, you will realize that these challenges are opportunities to grow and become stronger. Let's explore how to control what you can and accept what you cannot. We'll discuss practical strategies that will help you reduce your anxiety and instead become proactive in every decision and action you take. Surely, you will realize that stopping the worry and learning to embrace uncertainty is the key to unlocking a peaceful, free, and positive life. Don't let invisible worries hold you back and prevent you from moving forward in this life. Now is the time for you to start changing and making life easier than ever. Together, we will discover specific ways to not just face, but transform uncertainty into opportunity. Stay tuned until the end of this video to learn a fresh approach that will help you create the life you desire without worrying and stressing out. So, are you ready? Let's embark on this journey and make your life easier than ever before. Uncertainty is a part of life. Uncertainty is always present in our lives, whether we like it or not. From small things like the weather changing, to big decisions like switching jobs or moving houses, everything in life can change unexpectedly. This can make us feel unsure, but in reality, uncertainty is a natural and inseparable part of life. We often try to control everything around us, from work to relationships, because we fear that when things are out of control, we will fail. However, accepting uncertainty is the key to unlocking new opportunities. The changes we cannot predict can bring unexpected things we never thought of before. Uncertainty is not a bad thing. Rather, it is the driving force behind creativity, growth, and human adaptability. Every time we face change, we can learn something new, discover aspects of life we hadn't considered before. Accepting uncertainty helps us become stronger and more confident in our own abilities. As a thinker once said, "Nothing is certain in life, but it is this uncertainty that makes life interesting." It is this very uncertainty that makes our lives vibrant and meaningful. Control instead of worrying. Worrying is a natural response when we face uncertain situations. However, excessive worrying not only fails to solve the problem, but also makes us feel exhausted and out of control. Instead of worrying, it's crucial to learn how to control what can be controlled and accept the things we cannot change. When we worry, we often get caught in a spiral of negative thoughts, imagining the worst-case scenarios. This doesn't help us move forward, but only makes our thoughts more tense. However, when we shift our focus from worrying to taking concrete actions to address the issue, we feel more proactive and can steer the situation in a positive direction. Remember, there are many things in life that we cannot control, such as the actions of others, unforeseen events, or sudden changes. However, we always have the power to control how we respond. We can choose how to face challenges, how we work, how we think, and how we feel about what's happening. This helps us not feel passive or helpless, but instead confident and stronger in facing difficulties. Instead of worrying about things that cannot be changed, we should focus on what we can do right now to improve the situation. When we learn to control instead of worrying, we'll notice that life becomes easier and we become stronger. How to embrace uncertainty. Embracing uncertainty is a process that isn't easy, but it is essential for living a full and meaningful life. When faced with uncertainty, instead of feeling panicked or fearful, we can focus on adjusting our mindset and how we respond. First, we need to change how we view uncertainty. Instead of seeing the unknown as something negative, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Uncertainty opens up limitless possibilities where you can experiment, learn, and discover new things. Next, learn to accept that not everything can be controlled. Life is a series of unpredictable events, and it is this uncertainty that makes life more interesting and richer. When you accept this, you will feel lighter because you no longer need to worry about controlling everything. Finally, to embrace uncertainty, you need to focus on what you can control. Spend time doing things that you can change, such as improving your health, enhancing your skills, or building meaningful relationships. When you invest in these areas, you will feel more confident and lessen the worry about uncertain things. To begin embracing uncertainty and controlling instead of worrying, here are some simple steps you can follow. These steps will help you feel more confident and reduce anxiety in life. 1. Identify what you can control. The first step is to recognize that not everything in life is within your control. However, you can control how you react to things. Start by focusing on specific actions you can take to improve the current situation, rather than worrying about things outside of your control. 2. Focus on the present. One of the most effective ways to reduce anxiety is by focusing on what is happening right now. When we think too much about the future or things that haven't happened yet, worry increases. Take time each day to live in the present moment and focus on what you can do right now. 3. Practice patience. Accepting uncertainty takes time and patience. Allow yourself to experiment and fail without feeling too much pressure. Every failure is a lesson, and it helps you get closer to maturity and confidence. Life is not always easy, but it is the uncertainty that makes our lives interesting and vibrant. When we learn to accept uncertainty and not let worry take over our minds, we feel freer and stronger. Controlling what we can and accepting what we cannot change is one of the most important steps toward living a peaceful and happy life. Accepting uncertainty doesn't mean you won't face difficulties or challenges, but rather that you will have the ability to face them calmly and patiently. Every time you confront the unknown, you become stronger and learn valuable lessons. What's important is not letting worry and unease obstruct your path. Remember, not everything in life can be controlled, and that is completely normal. Unexpected changes, unforeseen situations will come and go. but your ability to deal with them is what truly matters. When you learn to embrace uncertainty and control what you can, you'll find that life becomes easier and you grow stronger along the way. Lastly, always believe that uncertainty is not the enemy, but a companion on the path to true freedom and happiness. Our lives are not always easy, but it is the struggles and uncertainty that help us grow. Don't let worry and unease make you miss out on the amazing opportunities life has to offer. Learn to accept uncertainty, for it is the key to opening new doors. You don't need to control everything. What matters is knowing how you face challenges. Each day, as you learn to accept uncertainty and view life more positively, you will find that life becomes lighter and worth living. Remember, no one can live a perfect life, but the experiences, whether difficult or easy, all contribute to the story of your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and comment below to share your thoughts. You might be the inspiration others need to overcome the uncertainties in their own lives. And don't forget to follow the channel so you don't miss out on new videos, where we will explore better, more peaceful, and happier ways of living together. Life will always have challenges, but when we face them with strength and peace of mind, we will realize that all of it is just a step toward true growth and freedom. Thank you for watching this video, and remember that you are in full control of your life.